I will be there soon, but I had to let my dog outside. Woo! I'm back. And an ad is in progress. So, yeah, everything's like as normal right now. So yeah, basically, I don't think it was growing my grandpa that broke the stream. It was me holding the home button on the Xbox controller. Cause when you unplug the Xbox controller from the computer, you have to hold the home button for it to actually turn off. But I did these things out of order. I held the home button before I unplugged it. But yeah, okay, let's try and play the grandpa game, I suppose. I guess I'll just play it in a small screen. I'm a little bit worried. Like, I don't dislike body horror, however, you know. Why is the screen so tiny? Yeah, okay. Slender the Arrival's not here. Where's my grandpa? Yeah, okay, let's... So you guys can have like a really nice big screen. This is what it sounds like, by the way. A very body horror, okay. I'm turning the volume down a little bit. Hopefully it's okay for you guys. In this stream, it's us that will be the most scared because you have the bigger screen, yeah. Should I give myself the spooky lighting? Yeah. Do I have my nightlight on? I do. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna play it. It's so tiny. Configuration, do I want to change anything else? Shader intensity, I mean, low is okay, right? Start. Would you like to view the tutorial regarding basic game mechanics? Yeah. This game is designed to be played... This game... I can't change the no, I'm on the highest resolution. I don't know if you saw, but the highest resolution is what I have right now. It's just a really tiny game. The game is designed to be played with a mouse. Oh, I should tweet about what I'm playing now. I'll tweet. Also, I was gonna say, Slender was not bad. It's just flawed, and that became an issue for me, and that's okay. It's okay. Switched to growing my grandpa because Slender was too hard. Frowny face. There. Okay. Yeet. Input required of you is based around clicking the mouse buttons. The right mouse button will change the cursor's image and function. Only when pointing, indicated by the extended index finger, can you, the player, interact with certain menu buttons and prompts. Please click below in the pointing mode to continue. So, ooh, okay. The second cursor mode is indicated by the cursor's image featuring a hand extending all fingers like this. This mode concerns interacting with objects inside the world, mainly picking up an object and moving it into another position. To continue, please pick up the piece of trash on the right, placing the trash can on the left. Okay. There will be many situations in growing my grandpa that will require you to pick things up, place things, grab things, or give things. Don't be afraid to experiment. Thank you for the follow. Don't be afraid to experiment and keep an open mind about using your hand. Please click the button. Menu buttons must be clicked in pointer mode. In order to expedite the cleaning process, you use digits 1, 2, and 3 on your keyboard's number row. Ooh. Oh yeah, because you can't see the trash can. Okay. Please click. Variety window options can be changed. Shader effects, cursor types. Hovering the small question mark on the top. There is no question mark. Oh wait, it's really tiny. Press F3. F5 does something else on my computer, so it doesn't work for the thing that it was telling me. That's the end of the tutorial. Infinite thanks to my patrons and supporters for believing me and my work. Excuse me. Oh, I should put my bag on. So. I excused Adrienne during music class today and spoke with her about her recent string of demerits. It was our first time meeting outside of our quarterly evaluations, and I believe it went well. I can certainly understand Mrs. Richardson's classroom observations concerning Adrienne's emotional state. She was, of course, intensely shy when we first met. As I understand it, she is similarly withdrawn in her classroom activities and only speaks or acts when she absolutely must. Some things she simply will not do. Instead of participating in mandatory group activities, she will sit alone and accept that she will receive a demerit. Before the meeting, I read Mrs. Richardson's parent-teacher report, which allowed me to estimate some about Adrienne's home life. The parents are well educated and come from a prestigious background, but they lack time to properly nurture Adrienne. She is often alone, and when she is not, the parents seem to not understand the importance of warmth and affection when dealing with someone so young. It's just like a bee. Having two parents of this reserved and icy temperament exacts an inhibition in a child. The child's imagination is subdued, but only ostensibly, for it eventually finds its way into regular life. I surmise that I would be able to reach out to Adrienne by way of make-believe. Oh. Is that me? How are you liking your new house? Am I Asian or how are you liking your new house? You told me you used to live close by, but it can still be a big adjustment, a new room, a new school. The basement, I like that. The basement. Yeah, well, there's a lot of cool stuff. Mom and Dad sent me down there. Your mom and dad made you go to the basement. Yeah, but there's... Hold on, I feel like I should change the overlay. I should change the overlay. We gotta change everything. I think I'm the interviewer. Or is it okay as it is? I think let's do this chat down here. But it's very pink and bright, is the thing. So should I just make the overlay back to normal? Oops. Like the way that it usually is? I guess I will, so that we can see everything on the screen. Let's move me over here. A bit bigger. Maybe I won't be dark and scary anymore, or I'll turn off the outline. It's okay. Yeah, I feel like it's weird for me to be this shading when my overlay is so bright, but it's probably alright. And I'll actually move my camera over here. I got a little bit of dropped frames. Well, the hat looks weird this way. It's a little bit better like that. Okay. Anyway, there's a lot of cool stuff there. Should I wait? No, it looks okay. It looks okay. A lot of cool stuff in the basement. Well, that's not why they sent me down there, though. Why did they send you down there? Fighting. They were fighting, shouting. I came in to help and they shouted at me. They said, "Go clean downstairs." So I went. That sounds tough. Did they fight a lot? No, well they, It's alright, Adrian. Maybe you can tell me more about the basement instead. Okay, well, it was weird at first, the stuff down there. But cool. I found something living, sort of. That's very interesting, Adrian. Please tell me more. By indulging her in her fantasies and stories, I was able to glean more of an understanding of Adrian's anxiety surrounding her home and parents. The symbols of Adrian's story seem to carry their own traumatic weight, and her exploration of the basement may very well be a vehicle for the conveyance of her anxiety. Well, I'm gonna move the text over here. Oop. Okay. Whatever might come of our next meeting, whether she will engage in similar make-believe, I will set down her story here. Adrian's story begins with her delving into the basement with a trash receptacle and the goal of cleaning up. She discovered one of the walls was covered in plastic bags. She went to investigate, intent on tearing away whatever they covered. Upon removing the plastic trash bags from the wall, she noticed their interior lining was covered in glass. Like a window, I offered. No, she said. Like a mirror. Reflecting inwards towards the animal they covered. I gently asked her what exactly this animal was. Here is where the material reality of the story took a turn for the explicitly fantastic and imaginary. Upon her discovery of it, at her gaze, it grew or extended. Its shaggy-haired self, hair like the fur of a dog, I offered. No, she said. Not the fur of a dog, nor the hair on her head. It grew out towards her, the animal's hair, reaching out. It was hard, standing almost straight like the hair of a brush. A bristle, I offered. Yes, she said. She was very afraid at first, but then very curious. I asked her what else was in the room. More things hidden away, she said. Things of Grandpa's as well. First, she found a hidden passage under the stairs. Inside were strange dolls, magic objects, naked faceless figures. I heard these cryptic utterances and merely nodded. In order to keep the game of make-believe going, I only pressed for details where I thought necessary. The faceless dolls could be a simple metaphor for the anonymity she feels in her own home. The hidden passage, I'm unsure of what to make of that. The revealing of the concealed seems to be thematic in her fantasy. The door under the stairs is but one example. I don't want to touch. Oh, do I want to leave? I can't, or I can. What the heck? It looks like an urchin. I can hear people walking around, but I'm assuming it's the parents. What should I be doing? The darkness of the shadowy corner unnerves you. You cannot explore here without some form of light. Okay. So I guess you play as Adrian in her story and as the interviewer. He's literally grabbing around everywhere. I like the vibe of this game though. Oh, trash pile. It reminds me of just in general, like these kinds of well, they used to have a lot of these, you know, in old games, just point and click FMV games. The dark is the thing that scares Adrian, but not the weird furry creature. It's a very cool style. Yeah, I really like games like this, but I've never really played one on my own. Do I want to pick up some trash and put it in the trash bin? No. It looked like it moved. Oh. Once she removed the panel and found the magical hidden passage, she was very specific about what she took. She She found a magic book, a magic doll, a photo of her late grandpa, and magic glue. Search closet. What's with the scare? I don't understand quite what this stuff is. Is it not just trash? I love cleaning up trash. Oh, glue. Cool. All-purpose glue. A little hard to get used to the controls. Papers crudely bound together to form a book. Eurasian steppe shamanism and the fusiform gyrus, an interdisciplinary study in sympathetic magic, a dissertation. Jacob Hart. Oh, I wanted to read it. Scary all-purpose glue. Ugh. Oh, that's Grandpa. Photo of your late grandfather. On the reverse side of the photograph, there is more text. Good luck on your trip to the Urals. What about bottom right? What about bottom right? What happened? Grandpa did the... Huh? What are you talking... Huh? I did not see. I'll clean. This place will not be dirty again until next week. Okay. Take doll, I guess. Ugh. A slouching doll. Its material is rough and coarse. I interrupted to ask what she did with these magical, mysterious materials. Grow Grandpa, she explained plainly. And then, without missing a beat, she continued on with her story. Feeling this was a potent symbol, I stopped her again to ask what she meant. Somewhat puzzled, I did not understand immediately. She explained slowly. Grandpa lives in the cage in the other room. The cage behind the door. They grew people in the cage. Trash. I have repeatedly called your homes to no avail, and so I am forced to leave this here for you all. I found William sitting in the corner of the enclosure area, seeming severely concussed. Whiskers was gone, in none of its usual hiding places. I immediately suspected the worst. The project thus must be suspended for now. I am leaving the usual mirrored coverings we used to keep the anthropoidic void sealed. I have done my best to lock up everything on such short notice. It is a hasty fix, but it will require some time to find more permanent remedy. I am honestly hoping you do not find this note, as I intend to lock the house down too. I intend to race off to you to retrieve your lockbox keys. Do not worry about William's key. It and the rest of his equipment is almost certainly deep within Whiskers now. I'm assuming Whiskers is the freaky, furry thing, but, did they have a cat? I pray you do not enter this room. No matter how it may appear, William could not be helped, and is only being kept alive as a means of continuing predation on the rest of us. Who up trapping their voice in a mirror? I will say once again, no matter what state you may encounter William in, he cannot be helped. I have sympathy for the young man, I truly do. But I found on his person several photos of his late sister, which would imply a certain risk he knew he was taking. Our extant research materials have now become possible liabilities, either criminal or professional in nature, so I've stashed them away. I believe I let you all know how I might do this if we were ever to experience an event such as this. I hope you all remember what I told you. So long then. Beyond the door in the room, the cage was hidden, concealed in another cloak of inward-facing mirrors. A hidden cage lined with mirrors. It is strange, almost poetic, the elaborate fantasy of self-reflection, concealment, captivity. He loves analyzing this case. She's really good at... You know, I'm sure that none of this is actually true and none of this actually happened. She's just making it up. That would be the best case scenario. At the cage, she finally cast her spell. It was confusing, she confided at first. She took the magic doll, the magic glue, and the photo of her grandpa. And she combined them, and she wished very hard. I can only assume this fantasy that next her wish would come true. In what child's story would it not? The cage. Glue. What am I doing here? I don't... do I want to do something with the glue? Particular human representation. Oh, okay. So as the person is telling the story, that's the actions I'm supposed to be taking. Generic human figure. Ooh, this is creepy. A tangible symbol of intention and desire. She put Grandpa in the cage, assuming that was part of the ritual. She was not clear on how it worked. What precise instructions she could glean from her grandfather's magic book was complicated by her reading comprehension. It's just like Ib. She wished with all her heart, and then she told me she waited a while for something, anything to happen. And after that time, she began to cry. I cried really hard, she said. I wanted Grandpa to be back. I wanted my parents to stop being so mean. And it hurt me. It heard me wish for Grandpa to come back, and for my parents to be different. I could feel it through the walls, and it felt me through the air. I asked her what she meant. She could only repeat what she said. By this time, lunch was almost over. I said goodbye to Adrian, and she left to rejoin her class. I was left to consider our conversation. I believe the storytelling strategy I have employed was not unfruitful, but I must probe deeper if I can. Although I can be sure of nothing I interpret, the impressions I get may begin to help me get an idea of the right questions to ask. Knowledge you acquired this week has given you access to certain topics or keywords you can discuss with Grandpa. Grandpa is gonna emerge. Week 2. Okay. Okay then. I met again with Adrian in order to address her emotional outbursts in the past few weeks. It is our second time meeting, and while it is standard practice to have multiple sessions with a troubled student, I need to clip you saying Grandpa's gonna emerge. So I assemble a report for the counseling department. As I assemble a report for the counseling department, I could not help but think, as we sat down in my office, that Adrian already seemed to show a remarkable change in self-esteem and confidence, and perhaps my and Mrs. Richardson's estimation of her as emotionally disturbed was erroneous. The paralyzing shyness and withdrawn attitude Adrian possessed last week was not entirely diminished, but she seemed to hold herself differently this week. However, this only lasted as long as our conversation pertained to initial introductory pleasantries. When I began once again asking about her parents, her feelings regarding her new school and her new home, she quickly lost what new confidence she had gathered up and withdrew again into herself. So once again, I partook in some collaborative make-believe, but this time I was aided by the fact that I had managed to do some research into Adrian's grandfather, and I had some insight into what she might actually be finding in the basement. Now, this may be overstepping my bounds some as a school counseling caseworker. I'm going to imagine that the counselor is Maruki from Persona 5 Royal, because that would make me more comfortable. But this was all in the service of making Adrian comfortable and happy in this learning environment. In any case, I was able to... If it was Maruki, he'd just be like, if you don't want your grandpa to be dead, just pretend that he's alive. Like, he would be encouraging this. He would be encouraging this very much so, actually. Adrian is Joker and the grandpa is Morgana. Okay. In any case, I was able to dig up information regarding the grandfather by inquiring at the university in town. Adrian is Futaba and grandpa is her mom. Not that I make it a habit of sleuthing, but I had a suspicion that grandfather was a professor there, or at least some sort of researcher, due to the fact that the newly constructed laboratory on the campus I drive by every day bears his name in memorial. He was some sort of anthropologist, or linguist, or neuroscientist. It's science, cognitive science. I did not have to dig that deep before the scope of his work became dizzying, and I ran up against the limits of my undergraduate education. Back to the make-believe. What is your grandpa like? Is he a smart man? Not anymore, but I'm teaching him. So he's grown a good deal then. You have been feeding him well. He was some kind of list every kind of scientist, yeah. He's getting bigger and he has a lot of room in his cage. He's still behind the bars. Yeah, well, he might be able to climb out eventually. There's this vent in the ceiling. He vented. Well, perhaps if he climbs out, I could meet him someday. Yeah, maybe. But he's not ready to leave. He can't take care of himself. I have to feed him, pick up after him. When the grandpa is sus. So you store the food in your lunchbox. That's nice of you to share. He can almost talk. You cannot speak with him? He doesn't. He doesn't have a mouth, sort of. But how do you feed him? He has a mouth on the outside, on his shell, or the stuff that is his skin. I'm a little confused. Maybe you can go through a typical day with your grandpa? Okay. I asked her to explain how exactly she goes about growing her grandpa, and Adrian began another tale. Is he gonna emerge? According to Adrian, in the week that had passed, much had changed in the basement. The hairy thing that was here before is gone. Well, there's the vent. It vented, like, naturally. Your lunchbox is currently empty. Seek out food for Grandpa. Oh. Study corner. The sample's exposure to some of our neuronal activity is unavoidable. However, the speed at which its desirous yield is produced can be dampened by several precautions regarding libidinal and emotional libido? Libido? Excuse me? If you begin to suspect you are developing attachments to your your colleagues, contact me as soon as possible. What is this about? For the sake of the university policy and the health of any future career, you hope you not break the anthropoidic. Learning a lot of new words. Grandpa's libido is crazy. Oh god. Okay. Do not break the anthropoidic vacuum without my prior consultation and approval. Any anthropoidic forms brought into the enclosure area must not be left unattended. When not in dormancy, the sample will attempt to take anthropoid shells. Please see shell notes for more on that. Ritual behavior with the sample. Trading bargaining will result in dismissal from the project. The precise mechanism of the exchange of symbols and gifts required for requested desirous yield. Desirous yield is not known, and even then, anecdotal accounts of success are illegible. End in violent death. Okay. Regarding growth cycles, every time Whiskers regenerates and leaves dormancy, it is to be logged as a new propagation. The sample's bodily existence cannot be illegible, i.e., a part cannot be cut from the whole, so there can only be one living propagation. Propagations are to be terminated after 5 weeks. Any further development puts us at risk. Termination procedures will be posted and followed with extreme care. With all of that out of the way, I want to welcome you to the project. I look forward to working with you. Okay, I guess I'm gonna say hi to Grandpa. I don't have any food for him. It was scary at first, she said. The way he moved, the way the dull skin covered him. I wanted to interject, but this somehow seemed inappropriate, but I kept listening. When I look at him, she continued, when I think about him, he grows and moves. It's like he is growing for me. So he's growing bigger now, I asked. Yes, she said. Bigger every day. Well, I can't really... This begins the actual growing part of growing your grandpa. Beneath the doll's burlap skin, the follicles knit together what resembles a proper person, your grandpa. You are in charge of its cognitive development and diet until it is able to sustain itself. Currently, you are observing grandpa. Please click the arrow back button below for a brief tutorial of your duties as a caretaker. Here we can see a variety of options regarding growing your grandpa. Feed grandpa. Highlighted in red are objectives related to feeding and teaching grandpa. Important messages regarding grandpa's recent activity will also appear here. You will need to find it food and learning material before you can move on to the next week. Excuse me. Some foods will make grandpa happy, others merely content. Some food will make grandpa disgusted to the point of nausea. Learning material is also scattered throughout the basement. Seek out vocabulary cards intended to help teach English and basic anthropoidic concept formation. The options highlighted in red are related to navigating around the enclosure. Go to grandpa, feeding, eating, teaching, observing. Study corner. Let you go over documents you picked up as the weeks go by. It's a good idea to learn about the work of the people who last occupied the space. Kitchen corner will let you search for food in the old refrigerator and prepare food for grandpa if need be. Help button will replay the tutorial. Save game. Okay. You can only have one save file at a time, so if you have saved data, you'll be asked if it is okay to overwrite it. Exit game will exit the game. More buttons may or may not appear depending on your development of grandpa, so watch out for them. Take care to explore the basement at your leisure. However, due to entropic nature of clutter and trash, different weeks may allow you to find things you had not previously discovered. Good luck. Okay, thanks. I guess I want to save. I need 2 acceptable foods for grandpa. And I need to teach him 2 words. Vocabulary cards to help him speak. Kitchen corner, search upper fridge. Looks edible lettuce, huh? Oh, banana, brown banana. Would you call that edible? Soft fruit or vegetable? Why? So these are my 2 options for making food for him: is soft fruit or vegetable or unappealing item. Unappealing item. I understand. Okay, so there it is. Wait, do I need to combine 2 things? I need to combine unappealing item and... But the lettuce is that edible, right? Like, do I want to feed him trash? I don't understand how to prepare this. Yeah, I don't understand. Bulbous growth. Something appears to be growing from the wall. You take a closer look. Oh, a pulsating sac. The slimy membrane that is its skin seems to contain something. Is it an unappealing item? It might be able to be opened with a blade. Trash time. Corroded battery. This is the unappealing item that I'm looking for. Yeah, gotta clean up the trash. Gotta be a good kid. So a lot of trash though, like... I'm just assuming that it naturally materializes as the basement just exists. But I'm a bit confused, like, so do the parents know? Do the parents know about Grandpa's scary science work? Hello? Okay. Teach Grandpa this word to read the notes of past educators. Okay. Trash. Well, I already got all the trash. It's clean. Well, I need a something, right? I need a blade. They're too busy arguing to know. Okay. Slouching under the weight of rot and refuse. Interesting game. I'm curious to see how disturbing it gets. Excuse me. What is that? Is that food? Blueberries. Looks edible. You might like this. Okay. Oh my god. So much trash. There's so much of it. It just respawns after a week. Is that a face or what? It's nothing, I guess. Also, okay, do you guys know about this game? Why is it a 3 out of 10? Oh no, yeah, those are faces. But a game called I don't remember the name of it, but it was like a flash game where you had a baby with 9 mouths. And you had to feed it. Wait. Before we began, he had us all cover our faces completely. An earthenware pot was illegible, and on the inside, as we stole brief glances at it, we could see the interior was inlaid with mirrors. The illegible gave it small pieces of dough, spoiled food, chicken feed, keeping it content. The keeper gestured towards the small bag where the food composted and told us to be careful and not feed it any meat. Yeah, you don't know that game? Don't feed it any meat, okay. I asked if the rotting food was enough to sustain it, how it might get nutrients from any of this. Keeper regarded me seriously and said it did not matter what it was fed, the act of feeding itself was what mattered. The act of feeding flesh is another act, however. He then gave me another series of grave warnings regarding not keeping any animal-derived foods near where I might be keeping it. There was a 3 out of 10 burp. Did I burp? Okay. I'm just drinking now. Okay. He gave me another blah, 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 blah. Vegan grandpa. Looks like I can't do anything with this. Okay. Okay, so let me check everything that I have. Yeah, I don't have any meat. Trash pile. Search paintings. Something about the painting looks strange. I mean, there's... Oh. Radiographic images. I'm gonna examine that in the study corner. Alright. Dude, I get bored of having to clean up this much trash, but I guess she doesn't have anything better to do. What? Fiberglass insulation. Okay. Do they do fiberglass? They don't do that anymore, right? Wasn't it like an American thing? What was the name of it? Asbestos? Or is asbestos and fiberglass not the same thing? No, I think that they do still do fiberglass. I don't know that much about the construction of houses. Anyway, she'll do anything for her grandpa, apparently. Asbestos is tasty. Oh my gosh. Oh. Hey, super paper doll. I'm about to burp soon. Warning. Alright. My throat is a little bit sore though, probably from all the reading. Excuse me. Okay. So I already checked all these places, right? I think I want to go feed Grandpa. Do I want to check this again? There's not really anything new. Let's enter. Hi. I want to check study corner. Okay. Educational poster. So I can only look at it. Oh. Hello? The researcher will seal off the enclosure bars, ensuring minimal gas leakage during the later fumigating process, and then retrieve the burn barrel and place it near the enclosure. Of course. 48 hours of time with the current growth cycle, experiencing no human-related stimuli. Do not enter the enclosure area nor any part of the basement. Ideally, you will not be on the grounds at all. After 48 hours, 2 researchers will enter the basement wearing their assigned mirror mask, mirror apron, and powered air purifying respirator. The researcher will use the vent system to fumigate the enclosure. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Meter enclosure. Kind of make sure my throat is okay. What gas are they fumigating him with? Organism may or may not be in complete dormancy. If it is not in full dormancy, be assured that its capacity to act against you will be greatly diminished. Your assigned power drills quickly remove any enclosure bars needed to access the organism. Put them aside for later reinstallation. Put the organism into the burn barrel, incinerate the organism thoroughly, wait for any smoke to be properly cleared by the fan system. What? So there's a code that's 323245. 323245. I guess I'm putting those away. I don't know why I did that, but okay. Oh my god, look at all this stuff. Cashews. Excuse me. It was said to pass from one family of steppe people to another, but pressed on its ultimate origin, illegible somewhere to the south, coiled in a bowl covered in incantations, buried upside down by a graveyard, a common late antiquity, demon trap. I understood all of that. The keeper, an elderly man in failing health, was ready to expound on and on about the dangers of the organism, but when I asked more pointed questions about the history of its acquisition, I was given curt responses that had a way of circling back to the vague warnings. Right. There's too much to clean. There's actually way too much to clean. What the heck? Is this like Grandpa's poo? Oh, right. Grandpa. Okay. Oh, fine. I'll talk to Grandpa and like feed him in a sec. As soon as I'm done with this. Oh, excuse me. Remove the taped down fabric to reveal the cabinet's wooden bottom. Ooh. Exoskeletons. Research participants, please take note. Each grows from a cycle that does not require a shell, but you may find this out. Will often try and seize on something somewhat flexible it can grow into. Desirous yield. A light Yagami ass desk. From one shell to the next as it outgrows them. In one small amount of time I have spent with it. In the small amount of time I've spent with it. I have noticed it tends towards human forms. However, we should keep a tight lid on the anthropoidic seal in order to be cautious before we begin to experiment with exposing it long-term to anthropoid stimuli. To my colleagues, I don't mean to be overly severe in tone, but Dr. Hart's work is very important, and the material we are working with is potentially very dangerous. I will be handing out a copy of this note as a reminder to everyone. I am not trying to single any particular person out. We all have misconceptions about the nature of this project from time to time. With that out of the way, here are some things to keep in mind. The active growth must be thoroughly terminated by the correct procedures, at the very least at the very least 4 weeks after dormancy is interrupted. It doesn't matter what you've done or haven't done regarding tests or procedures, or how much the anthropoidic vacuum has been disrupted. We are not ready to go beyond 4 weeks at this point. Step-by-step guide to termination has been posted by the enclosure wall. Please, please, please do not place the educational posters over this posting. Do not disrupt the enterprise. Oh, so this is about that one was on the educational poster stuff. That was the one about how they kill them, or they burn them, dispose of them. Find the habitat empty. Change Dr. Hart immediately, but do not attempt to speak with anyone else. This can get this thing can get very smart. Sure, you're all very aware from the stories we heard on our acquisition trip. The greatest caution should be used when dealing with a potential aggressive mimicry scenario. Please seek me out if you have any more questions. All right. Propagation. What? Propagation. Number 21. Day 19 after dormancy. Vacuum broken, yes. Intriguing results with regard to the mimic hypothesis. A participant entered a sealed chamber adjacent to Whiskers, growth cycle number 21, which had been freed from anthropoidic vacuum constructed quite economically from plastic and broken mirrors. The first propagation's original earthenware vacuum was shattered during the move-in. Between the two, there was a semi-opaque glass panel that allowed observation both ways. The human participant was asked to think of someone in the popular consciousness, fictional or no, and cogitate on their image, personality, face, if possible, voice, if possible. Our participant chose Jesus of Nazareth, and with weekly repeated exposures to the participant's imagings, propagation number 21 began forming what resembled an anthropoid Nazarene in the folds of its spines. Previous human-oriented tests have always bore out a result that Whiskers would form an anthropoid team member, be it me or Dr. Hart or Gerald or Botnick, and we assumed it was merely mimicking one of us. Dr. Hart has always contended the desirous yield, or the anthropoid reproduction Whiskers creates when in contact with human beings, has always been based on the conception and relation to the person through someone else. Good night, Aiko. Bye-bye. Sorry. I think this game was a bit longer than 40 minutes. With this framework, the desirous yield is not actually a replica of a person, or if it is only a replica of the fiction of a person generated in the mind of another. Right. Bow bow. The desirous yield was not Jesus Christ, but the participant's image of Jesus, assembled from their religious upbringing, religious artwork, depictions in popular culture. The Steam page says it's 90 minutes, okay. But does that include reading everything? This radiograph was taken right before the This radiograph was taken right before the destruction of the growth cycle while Whiskers was rendered unconscious by fumigation. It seems like with every successive propagation, the stem cells in the organism work a little faster. But I'm not paranoid. It's technically deathless, yes, but we're burning up whatever knowledge is gained when we incinerate it. I don't believe in magic just yet. I don't quite understand. Okay. Wait. Genus Hydra. Hydra connection is assuredly worth investigating. Regeneration and anecdotal deathlessness. Dorselessness. Exposure to mammalian forms, part of a series of zoomorphic influences, led to further understanding of the propagation's ability to simulate the somatic stem cells. Fully developed animals. Right, simulate in the previous statement because examining the tissue of each propagation leads me to believe its amazing capacity for accelerated growth of vastly different forms comes from its cell level mutability. Like that everything about the growth has been, it cannot eat flesh, it should not directly interact with humans or make human contact, and we should knock it out and set it aflame if it's awake for longer than 4 weeks to burn away all growth and knowledge it has, and it can mimic dead and imagined people. And everything this girl is doing for her grandpa is the exact opposite of all that, yeah. Well, I haven't found any meat to feed grandpa yet. Well, she can't read very well, remember? She's just a little girl. At no time does it function as the thing it becomes except in the sense that it mimics it. That is to say, when Whiskers is removed from dormancy and replicates a rabbit's morphology, it is not seeing from the rabbit's eyes nor smelling from the rabbit's nose, but pretending that it does and doing a very good job of it. That's interesting. You should pivot and make Jesus. Okay. This radiograph, growth cycle 4. Strange thing about it was the subject of the image was found nowhere near the enclosure. It's almost like a piece of Whiskers fell off and scurried into the corner. I feel like we've learned a lot since then, but at the time, I remember speaking about the morphology being weird. Not really even resembling any extant zoomorphic structure. Of course I know what those words mean. Besides, maybe a cuttlefish. Then I happened to open the thing up. Inside were all these little dead amoeba-like things, but they all sort of looked like they had faces. Faces that were just barely there. After I took the radiograph, I gathered it up and went to go through it in the biohazard bin. As I walked by the bars of the enclosure, I could hear Whiskers suddenly going wild, flopping around and grunting excitedly. Could it have smelled the cuttlefish thing? Would it eat its own production? I guess it's technically flesh. This is beyond the scope of the project, but it could be that without the stimulus of an active brain, or more specifically, a healthy and active brain capable of face recognition and theory of mind, Whiskers begins to pull whatever it can from the limited data available to it. Again, this is not our focus at this time, but I left a note for Dr. Hart just in case you want to take a look. Yeah. Okay, we got all there. We've seen everything for now anyway. Study corner kind of scary. I save again. Yeah. Kitchen corner. Let's make some food for Grandpa. Okay, let's see. Banana and a battery. The battery is concealed in the brownie banana flesh. Observe, I guess. I mean, what is this? You examine Grandpa, noting his movements, respiration, and general mood. Grandpa seems sort of sluggish and bored. You get the feeling it may be more content and readily cooperative once fed and taught a word or two. Okay. Feed Grandpa. Food tutorial. This brief tutorial will go over the basics of feeding Grandpa. Via induction of your unprotected insula, Grandpa has simulated the production of tooth enamel to mimic a human mouth. It will need to be fed through this in order to properly learn and grow. First, you will need to select an item from the lunchbox. Click on the lunchbox in the bottom right corner. The contents of the lunchbox will be displayed. Nice food, bad food. Select an item. Doing so will fill your hand with this item. Any food can be put back. Before Grandpa can be fed, it must judge the food by smell. Hover your hand above Grandpa's olfactory bulbs. Excuse me? If Grandpa is pleased, it will allow you to feed it. Oh, what is an olfactory bulb? Most foods Grandpa will accept, however, getting Grandpa to consume other things requires some culinary deception. When Grandpa is willing to be fed, hover your hand over its mouth and click. Then it will consume the food. Good luck, thanks. What do you mean click on his nostrils? What nostril? Left? I can... Oh. Nose but weird, okay. Oh, god damn it, Grandpa. You gotta eat. It didn't work. Eat the nuts. Okay, I wasn't able to feed him a battery. It didn't work this time. I think we're done. I mean, he ate it, but he didn't digest it. We'll go to Grandpa again. Have to communicate. No response? Oh, right, I have to teach him. Okay. Grandpa, let's teach him. Should we teach him his name first or hello? Well, Grandpa. Okay. Vocabulary word you picked will appear in the top left corner. In the bottom right corner will be a pentagon that is divided up into 8 sections. Section of a pentagon will be highlighted briefly. Notification sound will play and soon another section will be highlighted. You will control a small round icon that sits above the pentagon by using your mouse. Ball is constrained to the limits of the pentagon. Goal is to keep your icon over the highlighted area and move it as the area changes sections around the pentagon. When you hold left click above the correct highlighted area, the icon will start to vibrate along with the simulated vocal cords and the current letter of your word will begin to turn red. No, this isn't another Slender level. This is growing my grandpa. I'm growing my grandpa. That's all I can say. Hey Croy Croy. I stopped playing Slender because it was too hard. Keep holding over the highlighted section and adjust your icon as it changes place. Soon the letter will become fully red. I don't completely understand. Okay. Get learned, idiot. Teaching Grandpa these words will accelerate his cognitive development and lead to further breakthroughs in general intelligence. You approach the small window. Oh, what the heck, huh? This is hard. Am I supposed to be... This is hard with this kind of mouse. This is really hard. Oh my god. I can't do... What the heck? Oh my... Grandpa, I'm sorry. Oh my... Okay. I'm gonna teach him how to speak wrong. Sometimes the click just doesn't work, really. I think, am I doing it right? I don't know. This is Grandpa may never learn how to speak. It's really hard. I need to take a break for a second. He's like screaming. Oh. Oh my god. It's We got 2 letters. Is this, this sucks. This is no good with the laptop mouse. Also, a Akihiko trailer for Persona 3 Reload came out, but I didn't watch it yet. Almost there. Oh my goodness. Oh, I got it. Almost. Well, I had it for a sec. Oh, Grandpa. What exactly is Adrian doing, like, in canon to Grandpa to teach him this word? Is she touching his vocal cords? Is that how you learn? Oh, okay. I'm getting a cramp in my leg from sitting like this. We're almost there. I might as well finish it. Ooh. I'm communicating with him. It's tiring. Oh. I don't know, maybe it's also hard with the mouse and keyboard. He's almost there. It's almost done. Last letter. Oh my, now I opened my windows. Get out of here. I'm stuck. I can't get out of the Steam. I'm stuck on. Hold on. My mouse is stuck. Uh-oh. Escape. Hit escape. I can't get out of. I can't close Steam. Uh-oh. It won't let me leave the window. No, it's not the stream overlay. It's Steam. Oh yeah, Steam overlay. It won't let me leave. I'm even if I'm hitting like the window thing. Let me escape should work, right? This sucks. I would. Shift int. That's not doing anything. I'm stuck. Huh. Oh no. Let me out of here. I don't know, open Microsoft Edge. Yep. Opening Microsoft Edge actually made it worse. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No. How do I close this game? Start settings. I can't exit the window. I'm opening all of these. I can't see the chat anymore. I can't see OBS anymore. Tab. How do I... Alt? I just want to get to the game. I know that there's a way that I can like get open to different windows, but I can't do that right. I mean, I don't know how to, and I can't check. Hold on, I'll check on my phone. How to tab out of Steam. Alt tab? Oh my god. It didn't work. Oh, wait, I did it. Wait. Okay, I opened Control Delete Task Manager, then kill Steam. I got it. Okay, we're back. We're so back. Okay. I saved it. Anyway, time to teach Grandpa some more. Get me. I want to get out of here. Is more trouble than he's worth. It's because of the way that this mini game controls. That's why that was happening to me. Deep within Grandpa, strange membranes phonate confidently. Grandpa. What deserves to eat 10 batteries for this? Having completed the lesson, you take a look at the back of the vocabulary module card and the notes. They're written by administrators of the past. Grandpa, part of vocabulary and vocalization module E81 family. General pronunciation comments, usual trouble with articulation, voice thin/raspy, possibly underdeveloped larynx. We have done several sessions of what we are calling familial relation simulation. I and a co-researcher sit in chairs opposite the enclosure. We are wearing the usual masks, and we begin to act out a scene, mostly through improvisation, that might roughly resemble a kitchen table conversation between an immediate family. Repeated trials would reveal that although our simulated conversation was purposely vague and unspecific regarding persons and identities, we would only address each other as brother, father, sister, etc., etc. It soon became apparent the encoded information associations we unconsciously drawn upon during speaking these words was being picked up on by Whiskers and its psi-type field of reception/interpretation of mind-brain events, random chip event. My co-researcher William noticed this in a simulation where Whiskers was given a role as a sister and he as a brother. I was a father. Whiskers began responding to certain prompts with unusual specificity, as well as a general pattern and timbre of speak that continued with unusual consistency. I think closure error. William let me know that Whiskers was almost certainly drawing from encoded memories of his late sister. Wait, what do you mean his late sister? Excuse me? Mapping out exactly what regions and centers of neural activity are intercepted by the psi-type field will take extensive neuroimaging that we don't have at this site. Our experiences so far are eerily in line with folk knowledge and folk explanations regarding the being's access to desires, and we can begin to infer it has access to certain portions of the limbic system and the ventral temporal cortex. Okay. Oh, I had to teach him another word. Grandpa recently emptied its stomach. Yay! Oh, that's wonderful. How do I see Grandpa's poo? No, let's go back in. So do I go to Grandpa? Bro's name was Whiskers the last time he had one, so I understand why it took him a little while. Oh, does he look different now? He's sitting on a chair. You examine Grandpa, noting his movements, respiration, general mood. Grandpa seems sort of sluggish and bored. He wants another word. Oh my god, okay. Let's teach him how to say hello. This better not be as hard as Grandpa. I hate this video game. Okay, I figured out the best way to do this. I'm gaming. Oh, he learned it like immediately. Okay. Oh yeah, that absolutely sounded like hello. Basically, I just didn't stop holding the click. This minigame happens every time I try to speak. Having completed the lesson, hello. We are already encountering some difficulty as Whisker's subjectivity and so much determines a diverse and dominant array of influences. Only later in Whisker's growth cycle does it begin to form an identity that's coherent and capable of resembling a sane, rational human being. I don't understand. What is the goal? What is the end goal of this, like, creature creation that they're doing? One must imagine how hard it would be to converse with someone who is not yet oriented in one particular way towards how they are, because they have 20 different honest answers to those questions, all of them mixed and muddled together. Because of this, we have started with the basics of conversation, mostly accurate human mouth simulation. Okay, he better, I need to observe again. Okay, he's ready to cooperate. Accedes to your request. It approaches the bars and begins to unknit its skin. The inner grandpa, though still not fully formed, is revealed. It may be fruitful to speak with it if it can respond. Let's go to Grandpa's shell. With a great deal of effort, Grandpa gurgles fragmented thoughts through its ill-formed lips. Skin, my body. All human skin around me. Give more. Grow more to fit. Mother. Will father. New lives out of the air. Dark, spiny filaments that make up the majority of Grandma's body begin to oscillate rapidly. The air behind your eyes, I can taste it. Ew, I don't like that. What about the biohazard bin? Do you know? Ooh. Bye. Oh. Oh, gross. Oh, key. Cool. Oh. Can I pet Grandpa? Oh, well, I figured that's enough, right? I know the Grandpa recently emptied his stomach. Time to open the safe? What safe? Dude, can I not use the key? Safe in the main, where is it? Oh. Photo of your mother as a young woman. I can't interact with anything else? Alright. Can I look at it in the study corner? Does it document this? Nope. Nope. I guess there's nothing else I can do right now, so. Alright, end week. Weekly summary. Food acquired, all of that stuff. Knowledge you acquired this week has given you access to a new conversation topic to discuss with Grandpa. Language. And, oh, that's all. Okay. Yeah, I guess we have 4 weeks before we gotta kill him, and we're already on week 3. So. Mrs. Richards. Poor Grandpa only eats a bit of lettuce and battery once a week. He didn't even like the battery. Mrs. Richards approached me the other day in order to remark on Adrian's development. She noted how much more at ease she appeared when called upon in class or when asked to participate in group exercises. I told her I had seen this change happening as well, and that as much as I would like to take credit for it, I can only guess dimly at what might be reshaping her attitude. Mrs. Richards posited that it was perhaps Adrian's family moving into their grandfather's property, so they probably didn't know, right? If they just removed. And Grandpa was dead. By that time, they probably didn't know about the weird stuff. Excuse me. Richards posited that it was apparently out in the country, in a wooded area full of wide open space and far from the bustle and noise of the city. The grandfather, Dr. Jacob Hart, had jointly purchased the land with the university he was employed with and began constructing what he was intending to be a satellite campus for a burgeoning psychological anthropology program he had a hand in establishing. Only one... I promise I know how to speak English. Only one building ever ended up being constructed after Dr. Hart died in a car accident. Are we sure it was an accident? When driving back from the property one day, eerily, at almost the exact same time, a grad student who, my poor frames, who was assisting Dr. Hart on some sort of project at the property vanished without a trace. The property sat in disuse for years as it was tied up in legal battles between Dr. Hart's next of kin, the university, the vanished grad student's family, and the other students Dr. Hart was working with. Eventually, the case was settled out of court. Only recently did the property fall into the possession of Adrian's mother. Obviously, I was not going to relay this whole tragic story to Adrian, who, for all I know, believes her grandpa still be living in the basement of his home. Besides, I thought she might already know all of this. Perhaps the elaborate story she was constructing was her own way of escaping the morbid details of her life, cut short by the cruel force of fate and the cynical adults who squabbled in the aftermath. I determined perhaps the storytelling she was and continues to engage in should not be encountered by me, not be encouraged by me, at least not in the way I went about it before, where I made active inquiries into her strange fantasy of a semi-sentient ball of skin. When I saw Adrian, I did not bring up her grandpa or ask questions about his growth. Adrian could not stop talking about it, however. I had no choice but to weather her bizarre and enthusiastic effusions about her new best friend. Hi. Adrian, maybe we can talk about something else. I'm not sure I'm following you exactly. He's gotten so big. He has so many whiskers that come out and I can see them move around when I think about him. I'm not sure what you mean. Oh, the thinking thing, right. Not sure what you mean. I'm so happy Grandpa is back. He's so much cooler than Mom and Dad. A little weirdo. Once again, for what it's worth, I have put down the story she told me as best as I could. Hey dog, come here. Oh, excuse me. Oh my gosh, it's a burp stream. Adrian once again told me about growing her grandpa. We're on to another week of reading. Come here, doggy. Come on, grow my grandpa with me. Okay, lie down. Anything happen here? Yeah. Okay, shh. Oh, key is here. Bulbous growth. Yeah, I don't have a blade for any yet. Oh my gosh, the trash duty is the worst part. Is that an ear? What is that? Or tape? Boop. Kiwi. It looks edible. Grandpa might like this. Okay. Why don't I get some meat to feed him? Alright. Is painting weird again? I mean, I already examined it before, so... Yeah, I see nothing new. Just the same trash as usual. I'm the trash man. Throw trash all over the ring, and then I start eating garbage. Potato. Life. Alright. Did I already do this one? No, yeah, that's the one that I was just at. Cabinet. I feel like when you've done it once, it goes by kind of quickly, the trash picking. Ah. Okay, I don't see anything new to look at. Is it therapeutic in a way? I mean, I'm just, you know. My back, I need a posture check. Yeah, I don't see anything new. Okay, so this is not, I don't really need to be here right now. Should I just go talk to Grandpa? Save. Thanks for the posture check, Utah. I feed him 3 things. Teach him 2 words. Where does this come from? Like, I don't know. I feel like this is a very magical place, so the food just kind of respawns. Didn't I get something new to read? Or was it just the life vocabulary card? Okay. This is dirty. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything new here. Let's just feed him already. So, pear and fiberglass insulation. Let's give it a try. Oh, let's observe him though. He's looking very hairy today. Grandpa's gums are bleeding slightly and its skin seems overly dry. It may need a food packed with vitamin C. A kiwi fruit would be an excellent remedy. Oh, okay. I forgot that it's like this. Take this. Take some vitamin C. He has scurvy. Right. Now let's give him some fiberglass. Yeah, so he can't really digest these things. Bro's developing a discerning palate. Gross. Wait, I think he wanted to eat 3 things today, actually. Yeah, he wants one more thing. Well, I have plenty of food, so... It's hard as a rock. Ugh. Give him a nice soft food. No, he did eat the other thing. Even though he throws up the indigestible stuff, it doesn't bother him. Okay. Grandpa grunts in appreciation and locomotes towards its favorite corner. Aww. Aww, he loves me now. Okay, Oh, I do need to give him another acceptable foods. Okay, yeah. Acceptable foods. Okay, I'll give him one more thing. This is okay, right? I mean, Okay, see, that wasn't acceptable food, right? Yeah. Okay, teach him some words now. Oh, wait. Examine. Oh! We got it! Finally, a sharp object. Okay, let's teach Grandpa real quick. Oh, I need another word to teach him other than this one, but let's just teach him this real quick. Maybe this is actually a cute game. Oh, this is still a little bit painful to do. Oh, okay, we got it. Life. Having completed lesson, you get some more information. Almost a pet simulator, yeah, in a way. I don't like a Tamagotchi. I don't really like Tamagotchis that much. They're stressful. I mean, I loved them when I was a kid, but they really did. I was always resetting them because they would die. Anyway, at week 3 of growth, number 24 Whiskers appears to recall some information from a previous growth cycle. We cannot be sure that this was really the case. For all we know, what we interpreted as it recollecting this information was really drawing semantic content from one of our recollections of it and redeploying it without rationality or contextualization, as it happens. For the sake of our safety and for the sake of scientific inquiry, we are attempting to draw out from Whiskers whether it somehow retains knowledge from previous cycles in its morphallactic nucleus. We did not think it was possible the nucleus, though complex and incredible in its regenerative abilities, was capable of this, and that the nerve network that grew from it made up the base of Whiskers' mind. And so we are now attempting to ask Whiskers as best we can if it has ever died, or what it might remember if it did. Oh. Well, he's probably not going to talk to me yet, since I need to give him another word. So maybe the thing that I can cut open, the little bulbous growth, has a word in it. Take a look. In the oily cavity, a powerful smell of rot arises, and many small, increate beings lay motionless and dead. However, you just barely hear the near silent slithering of something, or maybe it is just your imagination. Oh, gross. She wash her hands when she's done here. It's the Eraserhead baby! Anthropoid remnant? A self-sufficient animal form knit together from years of ambient thoughts left to crawl around the basement. Grandpa may enjoy the flesh! Well, I already fed him today, okay? So I don't really... I need another word to teach him, though. Maybe there's one here. Do I have to feed... Does this game have multiple endings? Like ending if you don't feed Grandpa flesh. And ending if you do. But I feel like I should give him flesh. Yeah, I didn't get any new word from that. I need light. What the heck was that? Nothing. Yeah, there's nothing to look at. I want to look at this, but it's not letting me pick anything up here. Which is weird. Should I feed it to him? Will something new happen if I feed it to him? Yeah, I'm not sure what next to do. Have I touched this trash pile? There's another bulbous growth. Okay. I didn't know. So that's more flesh to feed him then. I think, yeah, I think I have to give him bad food sometimes, otherwise he won't throw up useful items. Uh-huh. Well, I'll feed him that next week. Trash pile. Okay, I should get a word from here, I think. If not, then I'll be sad. Boop, boop, boop. Indecision. Is me not being able to decide if I should feed him the Eraserhead baby or not. But yeah, I already fed him this week, so it's fine. Okay, okay, Grandpa. Let's teach you a new word. Indecision. Freaky. Okay. Ooh, this is gonna be hard. Or at least gonna take a while. Whoa, okay. Never mind. Yeah, this is kind of easy. What the heck? There we are. Oh, that was very human-like. Well, kind of. It was legible. We are introducing the latest growth of whiskers to more subtle social cues and testing its ability to judge mental states of participants in conversation. The semantic content that flows to whiskers via its PSI field is still becoming muddled and slipped without distinction into conversation, although our intention of instilling it in a solid theory of mind will still perhaps make it begin to understand what we do not will still okay. This is a run-on sentence. This is a really long sentence. The semantic content that flows to whiskers via its PSI field is still becoming muddled and slipped without distinction into conversation, although our intention of instilling in it a solid theory of mind will perhaps make it begin to understand that we do not know what it knows, or know what we are without our control sending to it. What we are saying, sending to it. Okay. One would think that a theory of mind seems to develop as part of its maturation process. In order to hunt sapient beings, it must be able to deceive them. In order to deceive it, must be able to be able to make certain metacognitive judgments. For example, if their deception appears to be working, or how one ought to be deceived. We may never see it develop a theory of mind anytime soon, as Dr. Hart has disallowed a cycle of whiskers growth to live into the beginnings of maturity. Okay. Hey, what's up? Do you want to talk now? He's content. Me when I have to pad out an essay to hit the word requirement. Alright. Hey, Grandpa. Does he have any new thoughts on Wish? Hunger is not enough. On the walls of the cave, the auroch can be hunger transformed. Desire is fulfilled by pain. Your grandpa doesn't have the right words. Right now, I can only say, I love you. Aww. Love is not enough, though. Desire is not enough. Project it outwards. Make it true to yourself. If only in symbol, then it will be enough. For me and for you. Something to grow in. My skin is not the doll's skin. My skin is not like your skin either. I can still feel your eyes on me inside my shell. I have many eyes to see, but I don't need them as much as I need your eyes with which I can understand as seeing me. There is a cycle of attention. You give me myself, but I'm still not that. Slowly I form a human shape, and you see me more as human, and I become that. They kept putting me in a box, sleeping and then set a light, and then in a box in the corner in the darkness. So, I mean, now I guess we can confirm that it keeps its memories from the previous cycles. Most of you couldn't read then. The scribe came and wrote what everyone said. They wrote on strips of bark with thin reeds. It was not that. It was a paper posted somewhere. It had words to open the box. I was half dead in the box. The part of me that dies was put there for a long time. That part of me, and other things they threw in, a refuse pile, papers they discarded. Grandpa is old. Achoo! My lives were easier before I made myself to speak, and before you made clothes to wear and rules to obey. Your grandpa remembers. I have learned much in many lives and deaths. Keep speaking with me. I love talking with you and learning from you, and it helps your grandpa so much. This part of him can die and another part is immortal and retain memories. Soon I will be everything you would like me to be. Little friends. The little ones, they grew like seeds off my skin. Worms fall off my body. Thoughts falling off of me. Dreams put there by others. When I was under the ground, I made only very few. Shepherds walked through the grave, and I saw them lusting for their wives, and my skin made their loving faces. Oh, right, the thought thing. I called them out into the darkness with their loved voices. One by one, I took their shapes and their skin and blood. That was a time ago, before stone buildings, before the orders of angels and words and symbols. What? I'm sorry, Grandpa is thinking, but there's a little left over from the others too. How old is this thing? I'm still so hungry for flesh. Part of me is. I would even eat one of them that fell off of me. I can't help it. They grow off of me. They fall off and grow in the dark. They grow around me. So yeah, that was very interesting and enlightening. Yeah, nothing new on his vomit. Oh! What? What is this about? But would this not make a different creature? Do I want to do this? Wait, I'm gonna go save. I didn't even think about that. Oh, he's not interested. Okay, so I'm not ready to do that yet. I guess that's it for this week. And weekly summary. He ate things. We learned a little stuff, and I made a mother doll. I'll feed him the flesh next week. He ate. The time I have to spend compiling an evaluation on Adrian is almost up, and I still can't say what to make of her changes in mood. It is of course the case that children of Adrian's age are nowhere near finished learning and growing. I may have to simply be happy that Adrian was able to improve her attitude. However, something in the odd and occasionally grotesque stories she continues to bring up to me still strike me as meaningful. How has your week been, Adrian? Grandpa is almost ready. He's almost finished, sort of. Oh. Sorry. Grandpa got her. No. Anyway. Oh, oopsie. He's almost as big as his shell now. He has a face and he can talk pretty well and almost has legs. When people say horror games are chill and calming, this is what they mean, right? Do people say that? I see. As before, I put down the story she told me as best as I could. Once again, Adrian told me about growing her grandpa. Okay, I mean, another day, another dollar. I can't do anything else with the painting, it seems. More trash, as always. This is the last week, isn't it? Unless it continues afterward. I think I gotta feed him some flesh. I don't know if I have a choice. But also I want to do it, so... excuse me! Oh, new thing. Is that a mirror? Flatbread. Oh, okay. Oh, so much stuff. Oh, there's an... Where on earth does this stuff come from? I should probably stop questioning it, but it is interesting to me. Maybe the thing is Satan, I don't know. Meaning. Okay. New word dropped. Can't do anything with this. Oh, we got a new bulbous growth. Okay. We got a new creature. There. No way Grandpa's generating this much trash on his own weekly. Wait, let me finish cleaning just in case that matters at all. Yeah, okay, we got 3 of them. I guess you... Okay, should I give him all 3? Because this is week 4, so... I feel like I got to. New... Or did I already did this one? No, we got a new... It spawned a new... There's so many of these now. Try to make him throw up again? I don't know if I have anything that can make him throw up, though. But I'll keep looking for stuff. I guess that there's nothing here. We're so back. Yeah, I'm growing my grandpa. Trash. A very interesting game. You know, I remember seeing the other people played this when it came out, I suppose. But for some reason I never wanted to click on it. Maybe I thought it looked too creepy or like boring. I remember people saying that it was disturbing. Bar soap. Okay, this will make him throw up. I need light. Maybe he'll throw up a flashlight for me. But yeah, I think I'm done for now, right? Or is there more trash? Yeah, at least one more trash pile. Doop. Okay. Symbol. Okay, 2 new words. And mushroom. Okay. So I do wonder. Oh, excuse me. I do wonder if there's different endings for feeding Grandpa normal stuff and for feeding him flesh. But there's you can only have one save slot, so I don't know. Let's feed him. So kitchen corner. Prepare something soft. I don't have any fruit or vegetable. I need. Oh right, there's a fridge. Okay. Oh, all the food's collected. Okay. Okay, we need to make him vomit. So. Hey, Gramps. See how he's doing. Yeah, he's kind of human form almost. Grandpa seems fatigued and almost anemic. Some of its spines appear brittle. Perhaps it would be more iron-rich meal like meat. Okay, I'm basically being told to feed him meat. So. Well, let's give him concealed soap first. Sorry, Grandpa. But I need to do this. Yeah, I want to see what's up. Aww, I feel bad for him. Oh, poor little guy. I would let me check on your stomach contents. Yes, yeah, yes. Okay. I could finally. Okay, waste bin. Oh, there was a code. Does anyone remember what the code was? It was like 323 5 something. I don't remember it. I would just Google it at this point. 323 245. Okay. Hello, welcome to the stream. I don't usually play this kind of game, but I'm enjoying it. I really like this sort of thing. On the virtue of the prudent when dealing with devils, seen or unseen, you called it, Yuta. The splendors and terrors of God's creations inhabit the world of both seen and unseen, and just as one would not grapple with a lion lest they be a fool, one will not approach a being of the mind or ether without foreknowledge thereof. Hey dog, can you try to stop taking things out of my pocket, please? You wanna lie down? You wanna lie down? I know playing a horror game with this overlay. I decided to use the overlay. Usually I'm not using the overlay for horror games to keep the vibe up, but this game's resolution is very small, and it takes up the entire screen for everything to be visible, so I didn't want to block it with myself or the chat. There are beings with no form, hiding between towering columns of air and only appearing by slipping into the heart or mind of evil and unclean men. I love unclean men. But still are there more beings which straddle the realm between the seen and unseen creatures feeling through the air to see the heart or mind of men. It is only by God's grace and his angels and servants crushing these beings under heel that a magician might compel them to the magician's will, and so a magician must be perfectly clear and unerring in intent and ritual granted to us by God. Or else the devils, seen or unseen, will devour them, that being their nature. on the nourishing of devils of a particular type. Certain devils of a particular nature are nourished by the element of fire, others by attention and prayer given to their idols, still others by stranger and more obscure means. By God's grace, the requirement for nourishing a devil as part of a contract only requires a token of these givings, that is, a symbol. If a devil hungers for flesh and would strip a man to his bones in its devouring, the devil's hunger and nature which thirsts for flesh can be held in abeyance. I've never seen that word before. In the ritual act of giving blood in only a few drops. However, the contract must be completed in full, for if the magician errs and does not provide in the devil instruction and guidance, the devil, once adjured to do no harm upon the magician, will return to its devouring nature. 2 endings? Okay. Oh, there's another doll. But I don't have a picture of a guy or anything. Oh yeah, so 3, 2, 3, 2, 4, 5. I can't do anything here. What the heck? Do I want to throw something away? Huh? Oh! Oh, who the heck? Oh, that's my dad. A photo of your father as a young man. Okay. Well. Oh wait, he's changed. He's standing up now. Hey, dude. Well, he's probably still hungry, so should I feed him some meat? Here. Yay. Yay. Your offering of flesh stirs something within Grandpa. From within the folds of its body, a wiry proboscis-like appendage begins to emerge. Ugh, I hate proboscis. Proboscis. Well, let's give him another. Oh, he's been sated. But do I still want to feed him? Because I don't think that he's gonna talk to me. Yeah, he won't talk to me until I feed and teach him everything, so I think I'm gonna go. I'll feed him the other stuff. Maybe I'll examine proboscis though. Motion to Grandpa to approach and point to the thin protuberance. A minuscule needle extends from its tip. There appears to be one more thing you must give, if only for the sake of propriety. Pardon me? What am I giving him? I feel like I'm missing something. Yeah, I don't know. Can I shake hands with him? Oh! Grandpa has appreciated your blood offering. Okay. Well, well, he's already content and ready to cooperate. Should I feed him anymore? Well, let me teach him a word. Or is there any point? Why are we growing an old man? Let him die. He's very lonely, okay? The main character. I'm just gonna talk to him. Hi. He's looking a bit more formed. Okay. Oh, that's a face. That is a face. Grandpa, You're asking me about your wish. When you wished for me to come back, that's when I knew I would. Your desperation was strong, and your wish for your parents. Well, if you give me what I want, I'll give you what you want. Don't even, just because he's wearing glasses. You know I love you. I'm for you whatever you want, and I love you just as much as you love me. But desperation and love is not enough. People deep down know they can't get what they want, but what they wish for, without some transformation. There is something that sits at the root of everyone's soul that understands the separation between them and eternity. You may desire something, but you know you will not get it without some movement on your part. No more geeky now. So it is not enough to just wish, which you know will not work. You must wish and a little more to transform your intention into something that might rectify or for desire to become reality. I don't know if he has eyes yet. Well, you see, I like to have something to grow in. Something shaped like a person. It just helps to have something surrounding me when I don't have skin. My whiskers do the growing. My whiskers? Yes, you know, the hairy little things. I am a part of it, and it is a part of me. However, my whiskers are what heard you wishing for me to come back. And so they went to work in the shell you provided. The shell also helps you envision me as what you desire. You have such a nice imagination. If I weren't in my shell, you'd have my whiskers exposed and knitting together my face. That might interrupt the feedback loop of my reading your desires, and then acting upon the desires I've read, and then once again reading your reaction. We wouldn't want that interfered with. The material of the doll you put down is a good fit. It's not the most comfortable, but it's quite flexible, and thankfully, my shell was able to adjust nicely to my growth. I believe it's locked up. I heard them punch it in the code. Did I just look at the bin? The biohazard waste bin? Could I kill Grandpa if I wanted? I don't really want to kill Grandpa though, even though I'm pretty sure he's evil. He sounds nice despite how utterly terrified I am. Yeah. They often forget what the code was and had to go check on the wall where they were always taping up sheets upon sheets of information. So much so that the new papers would cover the old. What do you think you would find in there? Perhaps something. They did throw trash inside from time to time. Bits of paper and so forth. I remember seeing a man who looked quite like me. His daughter had given him a photo of her new boyfriend. He threw it into the bin in disgust and joked with one of his colleagues. Okay, well that was supposed to be a hint, but I already got it. The more you taught me, the more I was able to learn myself by hearing what you were thinking and saying. A week ago I could speak a little bit, but I was less of what you imagined me to be, and not quite the talker I am at the moment. Part of what I am saying is of course made up of what you expect me to say. I think I'm very comfortable being open and honest with you because I am your grandpa, and I love you, and certainly that makes up part of what I am. Yeah, he can hear your thoughts. The thingy, whatever this thing is, it can read the thoughts of humans and try to replicate, like if you think really hard about a person, whether they're real or fictional, it can mimic that. However, there is a part of me deeper down, the thing that created me maybe, that undying nucleus, it is answering for me as well, and is unaffected by whoever might shape what I become with their thoughts. Does it know we want it dead? Protoplasm. Have you ever had a dream that was sort of like a bunch of people, places, and events you experienced all mixed together and jumbled up? It's a sorting through and disposing of the refuse of the mind. My little friends are like that, refuse, and in ridding myself of them, I'm casting off the excess material I did not use in developing life forms. Anyone who comes close to me, they are my eyes, my nose, my skin. Their thoughts become mine and shape what I make. However, when I was alone for so long, I didn't have a lot of people near me. What you were thinking and expecting of me is shaping what I'm saying, how I'm saying it. Do you understand? And so, because I did not have enough input from my surroundings in order to put the material to use, the material falls off my body, crawls away, and usually dies. I am able to make the most of my material when someone is looking right at me, projecting who I will be, like you are now. What you are thinking and expecting of me is shaping what I'm saying, how I'm saying. Yeah, you already said that. Oh, the proboscis. It is just a little tube I keep to help me feed on blood. You could say it is my real mouth, but it's not really a mouth. It appeared because you fed me flesh. One of those little friends you found, I think. You feeding me flesh was a symbol, a proposition, if you will, that you wanted to hold up your end of the bargain with regards to your wish. If someone is willing to hold up their end of the bargain and let me feed on them with my proboscis, then they can move on to the next step of the agreement, providing me symbolic instructions. Do I like the blood? Well, my whiskers, I believe they like the blood and the flesh. It's strange. They are me, and yet they are, I think it means to say, not me. I'm bound to them. They control me, and technically, yes, they did make me. However, you were the one who really grew me. In some ways, those whiskers, they are me, or a part of myself, or I am a part of it. That part is much more animal-like. Whatever might happen, know that I will always love you, and because it controls me, I might not be able to act how I would like, even if I do love you. I'm a bit worried about what's going to happen. I want to teach Grandpa some more. Before I do anything else, I want to teach him and feed him everything else. Let's make sure that I've done everything. Gaming! Oh yeah, this also gives lore, I forgot. Oh. Nothing written here. Teach one more word. Meaning. Oh. Whoa. Okay. Meaning. We further delve into abstraction with whiskers, partially, or perhaps for the most part, for the purpose of determining the origin of its recollections that precede its death. Sounds like a forge? Oh, you're right, the like a dink noise. That's a Dr. Hart has begun to theorize that in the process of death, the structure of whiskers is compressed back into the morphalactic nucleus, and then later, upon reestablishing the nerve netting that is laced through its spine, is slowly reassembled and redeployed as needed. I do not think this is the case, for I can plainly see that for growth cycles in which whiskers is not receiving our pronunciation and vocabulary lesson, that its capacity general for comprehending its environment is greatly diminished, and in the simulated conversations we carry out, whisker struggles greatly or else does not participate. In any case, we will press on with our lessons and heed Dr. Hart's caution regarding terminating the growth cycle before Whisker's allotted growth time passes, or if it appears to be becoming just a little too competent at appearing human. Okay. Well, let's feed him some more. Yeah, okay. Does he want meat again or no? Okay, he wants meat again. Wait, okay, I'm not ready to proboscis again. Okay, he loves that flesh. Okay, we're not ready for meat again. I think I should, let's say, weird and gross. Is there more dialogue since I fed him more and taught him more? Or... It doesn't look that much different. Does he have only the same thing to say? Yeah, it's the same thing. Very disgusting. But I'm interested to see how it ends. Goodbye, grandfather. Okay, so let's make mother, I guess. Like... Grandpa's spines quickly reach out and envelop the doll before drawing back. The doll quickly vanishes within the folds of Grandpa's skin. Constructing and then offering your mother's image to Grandpa, symbolically sated by blood, instills in you a concrete sense of completion. Yeah, maybe not a good idea to eat while you watch this kind of thing. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Grandpa gives you a soft, affirming grunt as it senses deep within your mind the ritual transformation of your desire. Although Grandpa must receive both a mother and father totem before the fulfillment of your wish is assured. Well, guess what I have? I got myself a generic human figure and a representation of Dad. So here we are. It's just freaky. Thanks, grandfather. Wait, what else do I need to do? Knowledge you recently acquired. Completed contracts. Oh, so he hasn't really emerged yet. He's still cooking. I just observe him. Do I want to feed him again? Just like one more time or no? Okay, feed him one more time. I already offered the doll. Okay, he's not hungry anymore. I feel like I'm done, right? Yeah, I can end the week. There's nothing new out here. Cool, save it again, I suppose. I gave him the dad doll, yeah. You looked away. Okay, see ya, Grandpa. Week 5. 5 weeks at Grandpa's. I made it and then I gave it to him. Did it unlock a new conversation? I miss that. I met with Adrian one final time in order to see if I could not reach some sort of resolution regarding her emotional trouble. These past few weeks, according to the reports of her teachers and peers, she has shown a remarkable transformation in conduct. I would also add my voice to this consensus. It seems as if our time together much has changed for the better. I'm not suggesting our meetings were the sole source of her sea change. Hey. Yeah, weird game. You can blame Utah because he recommended it. I'm pretty sure. I think something has happened in her home life that has reoriented Adrian completely. She seems to suggest as much, at least in her usually esoteric way, when we last spoke. Something tells me something may have changed with Grandpa. Something did change. Write down her words verbatim here. It is very free. This is a particularly disturbing horror game for sure. I went down the stairs like I always did, but I sort of felt like something was different. My parents weren't arguing, and I felt something had changed with Grandpa too. There was a weird noise, but I wasn't afraid. I think Grandpa had to leave, but before he left, he made my parents nice. He reached inside and changed them. That was my wish. Maybe even what I was growing wasn't really my grandpa. Grandpa left what I was growing behind. He's gone now. He moved quickly out to I don't know where, but I'll always love him. I dismissed Adrian soon after, letting her know it was a pleasure getting to know her. Despite my apprehensiveness about the speed of the turnaround she has made, I cannot see any reason why Adrian should be considered for further evaluation. As a counselor for Adrian, let it be known that I believe she is of sound mental and emotional health. I am pleased to see things turn out this way, and if I may make a brief addendum, by happenstance, Mrs. Richardson bumped into the Hart family the other day while running an errand. She told me the parents were a little odd but very pleasant, and quite clearly they adored their child. And that she had never seen Adrian happier. Loading. Did the game... Oh! There were 2 endings in Growing My Grandpa. You got the fulfilled contract ending. How do I get the other ending? How do I get the other ending? Do I have to play it all the way through again? Oh. How do I get another ending? Do you know? Or am I too late? Yeah, he's already eaten flesh and stuff, so... I like that Grandpa's proboscis is out. It's like a notification that you get for a video game. It might be too late to get a good ending from how I saved. The good ending is when it dies. It could be. Yeah, I don't know. Because I had plenty of other food. The ending you got seemed pretty good. Yeah, I don't know. Hey Vivian. Yeah, I am still streaming. Yuta recommended this game. I mean, I just finished it, but let me see how to get other ending. Growing My Grandpa ending guide. What's the other ending? I'm only gonna like each ending explained. Yeah, I think I think I'd have to start over. Ending guide, Reddit, please Reddit, please Reddit. Yeah, I don't know. Unless someone can give me some advice. If you don't give it the dolls, well, I think I already gave it both of the dolls. Or one of them. But, okay, you know what? Bye, Grandpa. I'm uninformed. Let's see what happens. I met with Adrian again. You reckon I'll reach some sort of resolution regarding her emotional trouble? I'm a bit confused. No, I think it's the same ending, is it not? I think it's the same ending. Yeah, it's the same ending. I guess I saved after I gave him the dad doll, so I think I'm gonna start over from the beginning and like speed run it. Right? I don't actually need to read everything. Yeah, rip the parents, I guess. It's very difficult to explain this game. In short term. I think this is a good ending though. It'll be super fast without reading all the lore. Okay. Okay, yeah. I'm trying to close my Coke bottle. Oh, my back. My poor back. Yeah, we're a funny little game. Funny, silly, goofy little game. Yeah. Okay. The child is happy and the parents are nice. He befriended the devil, so it's all okay. Who knows what he's up to in the rest of the world, but yeah. So let's start a new game. Nope. Yeah. Skip all the dialogue. Hopefully it will be worth it. I think that I read everything. Boop, boop, boop. I hope that you had a nice sleep, Vivian. Yeah, earlier today I was playing Slenderman, but then I got to the bad part of the game and it was annoying, so I decided to stop because I've been playing it for like 2 hours. Excuse me. Oh my god, am I gonna need to pick up all the trash again? Lame. There it is. Yeah. Speed run. Do I have to do something with this? I don't remember. I don't think so. Maybe I do. Did I burp again? All right, this. We get the body for Grandpa. Wait, am I gonna have to teach him words again and stuff? Or can I skip that? My sleep was heavy, but I woke up in a weird way. I like Slenderman. I think Slenderman's pretty cool. But, like, the actual Slenderman part of the game was cool, but, the rest of it, I mean, that one section, I just did not have the patience for it. Alright, take this awesome doll. Good at words now, it shouldn't be too hard. Should have checked out the other conversation topic. I did. I know, because I can only get this other conversation topic by giving him both of the dolls, and I don't want to do that for this ending. No, we don't need to read all that. Tarp. Cool. Anything else to pick up? Huh? Oh. Oh, right. Before I started the game over. Oh, well, I'm sure it wasn't that important. Oh, right. Glue. Particular human representation and the doll. The school counselor himself is an interesting character. You don't save at all, you can't just reload that save. Can't you? No, it said that starting a new game would overwrite my save data, so. Whoops. It's okay, we can knock this out in probably like 20 minutes, maybe less. I hope that this game doesn't give me nightmares. I mean, it's very disturbing, but it didn't like get under my skin and like I'm gonna be scared that Grandpa's gonna come get me way. Age rate is very tiny. Okay, so do I want to pick up like food and stuff, or can I? No, I gotta see Grandpa before I do anything else. Wake up. Her reaction to this stuff is interesting, but I guess if she is related to Grandpa, maybe it's just not weird for her, since he was a scientist on these things. What am I supposed to do again? I don't have anything. Search out food for Grandpa. Okay, I know the tutorial. I know. Are there things that I need to move forward in the story from going to the study corner, or does it not matter? Because yeah, I was thinking maybe there's an ending where you burn him in the thingy, but that I didn't see any items that suggested that. It seems like it could be just you. Sorry, I need to take a drink. You just don't give him the dolls or the blood. Okay. Kitchen. Lettuce, same food. Do I want to make him throw up, or does it matter? Study corner. Nah. Trash speed run. Corroded battery. Yeah. I don't even need to clean up everything. Or my parents could be angry at me for not cleaning everything. As though they're checking the basement. If they were checking the basement, they would have seen the creature, right? Okay. Feed. No. Concealed battery. Oh no. Did I need to feed him 2 acceptable foods or just 1? Also, don't think do I have a word that I meant to teach him? 2 acceptable foods. Do I have words? Look over documents, maybe? No. Medical imaging. No, wait, I don't want to look at that right now. I think that we get words from these places, right? Why is Paddington Peruvian? Excuse me? What happened? I know that they're making a new Paddington movie. I enjoyed the Paddington movies. Oh, do you mean like that's where he's from? Because I think that the second Paddington movie was about his origins or whatever. His old family. Okay, you get conversation topic, but I don't remember how I get words. He isn't natively British. I mean, yeah, he's a bear. Burp. Paddington goes to Peru. Excuse me, Grandpa. Okay. I've already done everything right here. Yeah, okay. But he needs 2 words. He needs 2 words. I should check his refuse. Yeah, I mean, I only know because I watched the movie. They're quite fun movies. Hideo Kojima loves them. He's from darkest Peru, okay. Oh! Thank you for the 3 months, Dumpling! Hello! I'm playing a very disturbing game, I'm sorry. But I already beat it, so I'm trying to speedrun it right now to get the other ending. British people scare me? I thought you loved British people now, after playing, Baldur's Gate. I love calling my grandpa, do you really? More food. Okay. Acceptable food for grandfather. I don't like this thing. I feel like there wasn't even anything to pick up here. Oh, never mind, there was. Only like one British person. Aww. Okay. Oh, I already found the key. Cool. Well, I don't need that for this ending. Painting. Well, I don't need that either. Fiberglass installation. Trevor Henderson loves this game. Who's that? Trevor Henderson? The only Henderson I know is Jim Henderson. Oh, okay, Siren Head guy. I thought so. I remember the name Trevor. I do like games like this. Well, I don't want that. Anything else I can get? I need another word. I don't think I have enough. There's more trash here. I might get a word from reading the documents, so I'll do that. Yeah, there's something. Oh, hello. Okay, okay. Oh, there we go. Enter. Look, feed him again, and then I'll teach him. Teach. So this might take longer than I thought, but I think that reading took up most of the time previously. So maybe we'll just have been here for 3 hours. I'm so good at this now. Wow! It's creepy still. Thought this would have been shorter. It's okay. Look how quickly that went by. Yeah, it's because you have to do these things before you can move forward in the week. He's really eager to learn, it seems. I really wish that I could play Folklore, that game that I mentioned. The Japanese one about Ireland. Okay, end week. See ya. The RNG loves me. I'm never speaking to Grandpa, sorry. I don't want anything to do with him anymore. He said he loved me, but he didn't really mean it. Yep, yep, yep. Hi. Just like a little baby. Okay. It is a really cool game. I might have to emulate it if I ever want to play it again. Just hopefully it runs well, because I have really bad experience with emulators. No, I need to find things. Okay, kitchen corner. That game just has like a really cool vibe and like really great soundtrack and an interesting story that I never finished, unfortunately. Just look at Neo. I have never played Neo, so I don't know. Can I learn something? No. Oh. Cashews, right, yep. This is already going by quickly, so I think it'll be okay. But the thing is that the other ending is probably gonna be really short as well. MC of Neo is based on real guy. Yeah, I remember that, but so does the game have Irish spirits and folklore in it? I did. That's the thing that I didn't know about the game. What's that noise? I'm just looking for more words. I see. Play the game Mothered. What is that? I haven't heard of it before. Is it like this one? Give me words. Vocabulary card. I don't like the atmosphere of the basement. It's uncomfortable. Not similar to this game, but similar graphics, I see. There is one other game that is maybe like similarly disturbing to this one that I was interested in, called like Bag of Milk or something. Like, it has like a really long name, I think. Alright, I can't go here yet. Had that game on Steam wishlist. Yeah, it came out on Switch like last year or something. Milk inside a bag. Inside a bag. Vocabulary card? Yes. Milk outside a bag, outside of a bag, outside of a bag. Okay. No, I don't need you. Wait, is that the only thing that's here? No, vocabulary card. Indecision. Right. I played that. It was pretty cool. I didn't really get it, but I want to play Milk outside, I see. Any more trash? Okay, so do I have everything that I need? Or I might want to check the cabinet. I don't want to think about milk bags anymore. It's kind of grossing me out. Yeah, nothing here. I'm so diligent. Oh yeah, I didn't put it on my schedule, but I might play Splatoon, the Splatoween Splatfest on Sunday if I have the energy. I might stream it, I mean. Okay. All right. Wait, I didn't check how much he needs. Hold up. Hold up. Chill out. Feeding submarine, nothing. 3 acceptable foods. 2 words. Okay, feed. Rule of Rose. I know Rule of Rose. Oh. That game. That game. That game. Very disturbing and very sad. I know it well. I could probably never play it myself. I feel like it's one of those Japanese horror games where it's not really a very good game, but the atmosphere and story are very interesting. Is that enough food? Did I give it enough? Or did I only give it 2 acceptable food? No, yeah. Okay. What did you throw up? Scissors, yes. But I'm not gonna use the scissors, okay? Yeah, teach. See, now that we're on the next week, I'm getting so much done quickly. Right. I'm gaming. I do kind of miss, I want to re-experience Silent Hill 4 in some ways. You mentioned the creepy head from that game earlier, Yuta. Should I stream it someday? I wonder if I should ever stream a Silent Hill game. Just don't think I'd be very good at the puzzles because I'm stupid. Indecision. You should play it and you should stream it. So easy. It's not even a challenge. I should become a teacher, I think. Teacher of language. Okay. Even if you don't get the puzzles, it should be fun to watch. Yeah, I love Silent Hill. Oh, I can't believe it's almost Halloween already. Well, this month has felt pretty long, to be honest. Play Silent Hill 3 with the puzzles is the hardest. To know how much you know about Shakespeare. I don't want to do that. Okay, well, I'm done, right? And weak. Yeah. I'm not speaking to Grandpa. I'm keeping my distance, alright? You're probably a killer game show host. I wonder, is the dialogue here... any different? No. Yeah, he's almost finished then. I'm not even looking at his face. I'm not speaking to him. There's something different here? No. So it's just the same as usual left, right? I just need to fulfill my obligations and then end the week. Let's turn it into an interesting stream today. I'm not going to be streaming for the next couple days. So I'll be taking a break to finish commissions and stuff. It has been good to take like more than one break day at a time. 9 to 5 office hours Grandpa run. I do love streaming very much, so I do. When I do have the free time, I'm like, oh, I don't know what to do. But I do have things like, you know, I was watching Better Call Saul. I should probably finish that. And I want to restart Far Cry 6. Thank you for loving my streams very much. Achoo! What is wrong with my sinuses? I shouldn't be having allergies anymore, but my nose gets sensitive lately. Maybe it's the weather? I don't know. Hi, people. No more stuffiness. Soap. Grandpa loves soap. Yeah, I need to feed him the soap before I can go there. Let's just go. Ooh, I don't like the noises I'm hearing. 2 words, 3 acceptable foods. Do I want to go over there? My sneeze is really cartoon sound effect here. It's not my real sneeze. My real sneeze is like achoo or something like that. When I go achoo, like saying the word achoo, it's because I need to sneeze and it's not happening. That's my I have to explain that sometimes. Okay. But my sister sneezes like that, like a little squeak, and it freaks me out because I'm like, you're not really getting the sneeze out, are you? But some people are just like that. Go to Grandpa. Oh, kitchen. Apple. Yeah, I don't even need to check the other part of the house, honestly. I mean, I'll save here just in case, but yeah. He's probably quite dissatisfied with me because I do not speak to him. Oh, wait, I will need to go check the other side of the house because I need to give him another word. So let's conceal something. So he'll throw up. Apple with bar soap. I know someone whose real sneeze was a chewy. Oh. Okay. Ugh, it's gross. Can you imagine being near something like this in real life? Oh, you fell asleep again. Wake up. Wake up. Alright, bookshelf. Yeah, I already read this. This was like very big story information. So waste bin. Wait. Does this have a word in it? I'm missing a word. I think, anyway. Need a new word to teach Grandpa. Could there be a word inside of the bulbous growth? My voice lulls you to sleep. Oh my goodness. Wait, why are we crying and throwing up and dying? Oh, I asked you what you would do if you saw this thing in real life. Yeah, I don't know how I would react. But I certainly wouldn't be, like, feeding it. There's only flesh in the bulbous growths, okay. Also, Yuta, while I was editing, one of my Breath of the Wild streams, I got to this part where, I think you asked me this, I said the word surfaces, started to say surfaces, I said surfaces, and then later you asked me, did you just say surfaces? And I was like, what? What are you talking about? You're crazy. So I'm sorry for gaslighting you, like 6 months ago. We finally know the truth. Okay, symbol, cool. Thought you were embarrassed. No, I genuinely do not remember, dude. You know that as soon as I say something, it leaves my brain, especially on stream. Okay. Feed Grandpa. Feed him some edible food, palatable food. I do want to talk to him at least once just to see, because right now it's saying that he's finding the food palatable and not just like neutral reaction. I wonder if something's different here because I'm not feeding him meat. Teach. It's like a teenager. Oh. Oh, it's almost midnight. Oh, I got a little tummy ache. Meaning. So our last lesson, I think, Grandpa. What do you think he smells like? Probably just dead flesh. Or old people smell. Right, that's it, right? I can just end. I think. Let me attempt to communicate. Huh. Oh, he's not gonna talk to me. He won't talk to me because well, interesting. Well, I won't feed him meat. Well, see ya, Grandpa. That's it. How do you know what dead flesh smells like, Kokomi? Well, I've seen descriptions of it. And I imagine if you've ever been around like a dead, like, animal, like a bird or something, you would know what it smells like. There's other things that smell like dead flesh that can make you be able to imagine the smell. Oh, who could that be? Come in. Ah, Adrian, good to see you. Aren't you a little early? No matter, I suppose I have some time now. Had a dead body problem one time, so I get it. Okay. How have you been? How's your grandpa doing? That's why I wanted to talk to you. Something happened. What happened? Nothing bad, I hope. Nothing bad, just different, I think. Maybe even good. Well, I'll tell you about it. Last night, something woke me up. There was this noise at first. It was like it came from the walls. I could hear it from my bedroom, but there was something else. Something calling. I could hear it just barely. I was afraid somehow Grandpa hurt himself. I had to go find out. I'm scared. I'm worried. I went downstairs and the vent, the place where I first found Grandpa, or what I grew him with, it was open. I knew this would happen. Do you remember how I told you about the vent in the ceiling behind the bars? I was thinking he climbed up into it. He had gotten so big he could have done that. Maybe he had gotten trapped somehow in the vent. I had to go see. I got inside and I heard the calling again, more clearly this time. Grandpa was definitely in the vent somewhere. I could feel him hearing my thoughts. I got that weird feeling, a sense in the air. I had to go forward. No, you do not have to go forward. This is more than I was expecting. I don't want to. Ew. As I moved in closer, the vent had stuff in it. The kind of slimy, hairy stuff Grandpa would leave around a lot. He was definitely close. Okay. Something was there at the end. But it wasn't Grandpa. It looked maybe like he had made it, though. I had to throw up. He was slumped in the corner. He had a weird mouth, and it had its lungs on the outside and drew in just enough air to call out. Then it just stopped breathing. And something was hanging over me. Then I woke up in my bed. In your bed, Adrian, it sounds like it was just quite a dreadful dream. Are you alright, by the way? Your face is twitching like you're about to have a violent sneeze. I'm fine. It's just Grandpa, you see. It took me a while to figure out, but later when I was brushing my teeth, I saw one of Grandpa's whiskers poking out just out of the space under my eye. And I started to remember how in the vent, he hid inside of me. It was so fast, I could barely remember, but soon I started to feel him sliding around in my head. Behind my forehead and behind my eyes and nose. It doesn't hurt at all, it's just ticklish. I'm glad I can be with him. I can feel him now. I think he wants to meet you. Part of him is moving down my arm. I'm starting to get worried, Adrian. You should really not be twitching like this. I should walk you to the nurse's office. Come on, let's go. You should really meet him. I've told you so much about him. Here. What are you doing, Adrian? You're starting to look very ill. Just stay still. He's gathering, waiting at my fingertips. Why do you look like that? You don't have to be afraid. Look. Well, I suppose that's ending too. Failure of fulfillment ending, that's how they're categorized. Well, that was very, very cool. Very, very cool game. No more of that. Never never again. And let's get rid of the scary lighting. I'm turning it off. Goodbye, Grandpa. Oh my goodness. Oh, the vibe switched up very quickly, but now to never speak of this again. That was a very interesting experience, though. Hold on. Well, let me get a little bit closer. Hey. I changed my hat a bit. It looks okay. It looks okay. Very interesting stream. Goodbye, Grandpa. I never thought I would play that game, really. So thank you for recommending it, Utah. I'm glad that we could do something else different than Slender. I do kind of. I have wanted to do streams like this where I'm like playing multiple games in a stream. We're doing multiple things, and we do it sometimes, but not that often, really. Glad the happy ending had the parents die and get replaced. I mean, yeah, I think I probably prefer the happy ending, but the bad ending was really cool and interesting too. I really like that kind of story. It's the kind of thing that it doesn't exactly. I mean, it gets under my skin in the moment, I think, but it's not gonna give me nightmares, luckily. But it probably did that for a lot of people. And that kind of abstract, like, man-made horrors within comprehension, in a way, makes your skin crawl momentarily. Yeah. Oh, I don't like that ending for Adrian. I would rather her parents die than she get the demon inside of her. Not too scary to scar you. Yeah, well, it depends on your sensitivity, really, I think. But that was cool. That was cool and a bit different than usual. I'm a bit sad that I won't be streaming the next couple days, but Five Nights at Freddy's. Well, honestly, I didn't think that I would be super scared by Slender Man, but I was. So maybe I'll get scared by Five Nights at Freddy's as well, even though I don't want to be. I actually looked up how long it takes to beat Five Nights at Freddy's. And I guess if you do everything perfectly, like if you don't die, then you can beat it in just a couple hours, but I don't think that's gonna be me. I probably won't beat it on stream. I'll just play maybe like a night or two, depending on if I can even beat one night or 2 nights. And then I'll be able to say that I've played it. It'll be to commemorate the FNAF movie, and yeah, chances of a perfect run are slim to impossible, I think. I don't think I'm very bad at managing those sorts of tasks. It's really not the type of game that I'm very good with in a situation where I'm also streaming and like talking to people. But that was cool. I do have a bit of a tummy ache, and it is very late now, so I better start getting ready for bed. Maybe having a snack or a hot chocolate or something. But thank you for being with me for like 4 or 5 hours. It's been like 5 hours of streaming, I think, since I broke the OBS that I had to restart when playing Grandma Grandpa. I will go get ready for resting. Yeah, it was fun to stream for longer than usual. So thank you for all the follows from the new people and for everybody for keeping me company with the spooky games. Bye bye. Bye, Dumpling.